How are you guys doing? So welcome back to computer programming using C++. So this is the final week, and let's do a revision for our final exam that will come in 2 weeks time, about 2 or 3 weeks time. So let me share my screen. So I guess let's go through the previous semester question. I guess even though this time around it's not going to be exactly the same as this one. In the past, the first question will be some basic one. In this case, we ask for either flowchart and also the pseudocode or the pseudocode. I guess previous semester we asked for both, and I guess this time around maybe we do not ask for flowchart or pseudocode, but I might be wrong. Just be prepared of it. Be aware if you need to use them. Other than that, it's just another basic stuff like this thing, finding the faults or errors. What causing this not to be able to execute? Okay, so I just copy this to maybe somewhere here, maybe this one. So pretty much copied the original one, but we found that there are several things that needs to be done, otherwise it won't be correct. So first of all, I guess the integers is we have declared integer outside, and we have while. So the condition inside the while must be declared the data type outside before the while statement, and then it's always good to start the we have to initialize it, either start from 0 or start from 1. So in this case, I choose to start from 1. So that will be the first condition. So because while the while statement will check that value. So if we do not initialize that value, the while statement will be in error. So it won't be, it will be in a loop. Cannot break from that loop. Okay, that's the first one. Then another one is the sum must have this plus sign. So this is basically the same as sum plus square. So this value will keep on adding. When I is 1, then it'll increase when I is 2, increase another time when I is 3, so on and so forth until I is 5. Okay, and the next big thing that the original code was missing is this thing. You need to move or change the condition. So I needs to increase in this case. So we started from 1. So before we end the loop, the first loop, we must increase the number. So this is one way to do it. So this meaning basically this means the same as I equals I plus 1. Okay, that is the same as that. All right, so once you get that done, you run and you can get the sum is equal to 55. Okay. Then you have this analysis or find out whether what is the output from this thing is going to be. So the best thing, if you already have this open, I'm gonna open another program is select that using name space std. Never forget that. And then you wanna copy and paste this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna copy and paste here. All right. So this one. Okay, so immediately we see so this one we need to have a closing for that one. Close. So close. This is for this for loop. So this one is for that. Okay. So let's check this integer 1 less than or equal to 4. So go, I will keep on increasing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So stop at 4. Then you have another loop j from 1 to 4. And j will also increase. And then if I equals to j, exactly to j, so C out is 1. And then tab 0. Yeah, let's try to run this. So it doesn't like line 12. Okay, so maybe this is on that. Okay, this is from copy and paste problem. And let's try this again. Okay, return 0. So return 0. What's the problem with that? So we have a main. line 20. Oh, this one. So this one is not supposed to be there. So this one is out. Then what else? I guess we'll try to run again. So it will be 1001. Yes, will be something like this. 1000 0. Okay, so supposed to go to form a 4x4. It's not supposed to be like that. This one has gone vertical. It's gone vertical. So how do we fix that? So 0. One will be in the diagonal. One will be in the diagonal penjuru. But why is it not doing that? Okay, so yeah. So this one needs to go after this. Cut that. Go after J. This is the column. I guess this is the row. So we put it over there and try to run. So that's more like it. So this is supposed to be like that. But what is this? Yeah, this is finishing the row. Sorry, column, and after the finish, after the end of the first column, so it'll go ENDL, so it'll go to the second line, second row, and then you go all the column, then go to the third row, and just like that. So you need to put the braces in the correct position. So the second question, let me we are trying to set up an inventory using a structure. We want to have this thing, inventory of 5 products. Double total value is 0. So let's do A. Angka menunjukkan ID, quantity, harga, ID, quantity, and the price of 5 products. Write your code here. harga bagi setiap produk yang dapatkan jumlah inventory. Okay, so 5 products. So, and then we have quantity times the price, unit price. So, so we have to create this structure, and then the inventory total value. Okay. So we can copy all these things, then create that maybe another, what this one? Or maybe I can use the C++ here. Okay, maybe you can use this one. So paste over there. So we have, okay, so the structure needs to be outside of inventory. So this one, declaration must be above. Okay, so yeah, this is creating the structure called inventory. And then here we create the main function. So what we want to do is what, go back to the question. Lengkapkan atau cara sebelumnya minta pengguna masukkan ID. Okay, so there must be some user input lah. Quantity. Okay, so that means here we have to say cout enter what product ID. ID. So ID is integer and also quantity. And product ID quantity and unit price. Okay, so since we know that there are going to be 5 products, so we can say 4. You can use for loop. For loop. For loop, and then what do you do? For loop, and then Then what? Say integer I start from 0, or should we start from 1? We can start from 1. We can start from 1, and then I less than equal to 5, and I needs to keep on increasing. Okay, so let's do that. And maybe we have a couple of lines here. ID constantly, so usually separated by space. Separated by space. Okay, ini product. Product II. Okay, and then close like that. Okay, so after each time we need to also do something. So that's one. See out. Then what do we do? Dot one. So we want to ID. Inventory. CIN. Products. Total value. Okay. So how do we say the first one? Okay. Okay. CIN. Okay, I guess we just gather all the thing ID. Then quantity Q, QTY, and price. Price. I'm gonna call it cost. Cost. Okay, I have to define them. Double. So yes, I'm gonna define them down here. Product. Integer ID quantity QTY, and so double cost. I'm gonna call it cost. So, but you want to store that information. Product one. Okay, so we can call product one. In this case, II dot ID. ID is going to be equal to ID. Then call product II quantity equals QTY, and then product the last one is price. So that price is going to be the cost. Okay, and then we are going to increase this. We need to know the total value. Total value. So total value. Total peak value. So this one, you need a plus. You're going to increase because we start at 0. So this one is going to keep on increasing. So this one equals something where you take the QTY times that by the cost. Okay. So it will be keep on increasing based on this thing. So you are going to have 5 prices that will increase this total value. Okay, and then yes, we can close that. All right. So let's say we so is that it? We want to find in the end we want to find the papakan jumlah nilai inventory. Okay, so we can do that, I guess. UI. Then yeah, so because before that we can want to print this out, we can say see out there's ID ID and maybe give it a tab uh, tab inside here. I guess can also do that. The tab. So here ID, and then you have unit price, quantity UTY and tab, then price, unit price, uh, and then yeah, I guess value total. Total and okay, so that precede it, and if you want, you can see out some of these. You know how long? Then we can see out those numbers. These numbers, I guess. Okay, see out. Maybe you can copy this thing. Paste. Paste. Paste, and here just put in the thing without that. So make some modification here. Then price UTY, let's call that cost. And lastly, this thing. Just gonna copy this part. Be there. All right, and outside of that loop, you can see out the total cost. Overall total value. Total value. Print this out. total value. Okay, let's run this. Okay, maybe we left something. Allah Akbar. Overall. Oh, okay. Need this thing. Okay, so okay, so that's stop that. So over here, just here, uh, have this thing. Yeah. All right, so meaning this come after. Okay, so start. So I see. Okay, so we have to have another. So first we just ask that information, and then we do. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this, copy that, and over here we do the printing. So we can in this part do take that out. Okay, sorry. So in this part we have to answer. Okay, so this part will do after the asking for this information, the user input. So place it over there. Then I'm gonna copy this thing. I thought I already did that. Copy that. Then paste it over here. Okay, in this first loop, we do not have to do this. So we just get those information into the structure. Then in the second loop here, then only we do not have to ask here again. But we are going to turn things around here. So sini we have to say ID here. ID equals product, and when we do this, they're gonna start from 0 and ends before 5 ataupun 4 lah, ataupun in this case 4 lah, ataupun cantum dia. So it will be from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then instead of quantity over there, so we're gonna flip it. Flip it so that it will be from QTY. Okay, I guess even the first one here need to also start from 0 lah. Start from 0 and ends at 4. This one plus 1. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, that is fine. Dan quantity, so cost pun sama juga. Cost is ini. Cost equals product, and total value is this thing. Okay, so just yeah, that's okay. That is fine. So this total value is going to be increasing, and that is per product. This is per product. This is for total overall. Okay, let's run this thing. Okay, 38. Okay, this one, okay, need to close. Okay. All right, that's good sign. So say product number 1, ID the 1, quantity katakan 5, harga unit price is RM6. Product number 2, 4 pieces, harga pun RM6. Number 3, 10 pieces, harga RM2.5. Product 5, 4 is ID dia katakan 4, jumlah dia katakan 7, 3, and product 5 ID is 7, no, 5, and then this is 3, and this is 25. So we have this thing, ID, quantity, price, total, and the total value, you add this thing up, 30, so 54, 79, 80, 90, 100, 54, 79, 79, 80, 100, 175. Okay, betul. Alright, so that is one solution for number 2. Then you have this thing, bill elektrik meter pengguna masukkan unit. So I guess this one will work in the same manner lah. Okay, jadi satu cara untuk kalkulator ringkas meter pengguna, and this one will ask you for switch. I don't think we have that, but there will be some thing that will require you to use these operations, especially bahagi and also the percentage, so that so you need to know what that will result into. Okay. And this one asks you to do the operation using three functions. Three functions. Jumlah kuasa bagi kuasa peranti elektronik. And then kuasa is voltan times arus. So in this case, the user needs to identify how many devices are involved. Then enter the volt and ampere for the each of the devices, and then give the total power consumption, watts. So watts kuasa is watt, so it's times 12 times 10, 100 and things like that. Okay, but you need three display brightness. Okay, what's that? So this is something else. So this is nilai jumlah kuasa bagi elektronik dengan nilai pemulangan nilai kuasa tolong masukkan tu. Okay. Okay, so we have to write this thing, and we need to use function in this case. Function. So function, and the function will calculate this thing. So where do I do this? Maybe here. Add another one. Premise. So this one will require you to use function. So using name space std main. Okay. So kita kena ada tu function. So function. So the cout, enter number of devices, enter number of devices. So that is one input, and don't forget the semicolon. You need to declare, yeah, declare integer num, katakan num. Num for number of devices, and then information about the volt to double, so, double Z through double. Looks like I guess double boleh, integer pun boleh, so that will be volt as well as arus, current. The arus for the current, current, yeah, it's current. All right, and then Cin, that would be num. So it will be 4 to that number lah. For loop integer I from 0 I less than that number, and I will be keep on increasing. So we have to do the calculation using a function, even though actually we can just do it inside the main, but since the requirement is for you to use we can use that function. So let's create just the call for the function inside here. So I'm gonna use so here let's call this thing function callable get power, or just call it power. Power equals kuasa. So the name of the function is kuasa lah. Kuasa, and the input will be volt, and also normal. I guess we can call this double. And of course, so we need to get that information, what that is. Voltage of device device 1, so I plus 1, then we put this thing, then Cin and we just copy paste, copy this the current device. Yes, this is current. Current. Put current. Okay, so then we just can get this thing. What do we get here? Power. Okay, power. We want to get what? Total power? Total power consumption. Okay, total power consumption. So guess we need to have total power lah juga. From here, total power. Let's call it V power. Total power. Total power. So right now, I guess let's start from 0 lah. So this total power is going to be increasing. Total power. So there's total power plus kan dengan power. Okay. So see out total power lah. In what? All right, I guess that should be it. Then we just run this bad boy. Oh, okay, function ni kita tak buat ni. Okay, function ni kita tak buat. So function boleh tak bawah boleh, atas boleh. So let's put it atas. So how do I put? So it's going to be basically this one. Copy that. Paste it up there. And have this thing. So kat sini kita kena kuasa, and then this one will be double and then double. Then we say kuasa equals volt times current. So that's about it. Boleh taruh return kuasa. Okay, I think that should do it. Run. I need this. We can say double out, call this out. Okay, that seems to work. And device katakan 3, and want to follow this. And this one, this one voltage 12, current 100, 15, 200, 20, 350. Total power consumption is 11,200. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, so I think we are running out of time here. So let's visit a few stuff. If we have information like namespace, we have some array of information. Let's say score is 5, and you want to enter the score, and then we want to remember that. So this one will allow you to enter 5 score at once, separated by space, just like we did earlier in today's session. But in order for you to remember that or see in each of them, you have to do this way. Okay. Because score, you have 5. If you have separate like score 1, score 2, score 3, you can put see in 5 times. But if you want to do using array, so you have to do using for loop. Okay, kalau kita ada score 1, tak ada bracket ni, tak apa. Kita kena buat 5 kali. See in, score 1, and then greater than, score 2, greater than, score 3, until score 5. Tapi if you have this bracket, meaning it is you are treating this as a array, so it's going to need you to use this manner, this way. Okay, another thing that I think is beneficial and probably will come up is if you are given list, say this as the student ID maybe, and sini we set W, certain space, maybe 10 spaces for the ID. Here I guess 20 spaces for the name, and unfortunately the name needs to be 1. So if you have longer names, you might connect them with this underscore. Okay, I wish I know how to do it and better. Probably there is another better way to do that. We don't have to use the underscore, but currently this is what I know. So we are going to treat them as this. If we have a space between them, and this thing will cause some error. And then we have some two marks or scores separated by certain spaces. Okay, so this is going to be our input. Probably you have longer. So, and this input is going to be raw data. So input. Okay, you have to revise your input, because there will be question on input output file. So revise on how to include upstream, how to include the this thing, data file or whatever. This one you can create any name here as well as this file name, but you need to have either upstream or offstream, and this iOS in and out. Okay, so in this case, what we want to do is to read that file from the text here, and want to be able to do something with the marks here. Okay, so those are the raw data. You need to process that. In this case, what I'm going to do is to open that file and to access the name, the ID name, max 1, max 2, and also do something to get the average. So this is how I can do the calculation of the average ahead of time, and then I can also get the average for overall. Okay, so meaning we must be able to open a file and do something with the data, especially the numbers in the data, and we cook it, we process the data. So in this case, I'm gonna save and then compile and whatnot. So here from that original data, which is this one, so we do something to it. So we put out the original data as well, and also do something by getting average. Still get average ini. 69.45 bagi 2. You can take out your calculator. 69 plus 45, then divide by 2. 69 plus 45 divided by 2, 57. Okay, betul lah. So then you have to add all these things and then try to get the overall purata lah. Overall purata. Okay, so I guess that will be it. Maybe from time to time I'll talk some more about final exam. And there is also there's also the lab test coming up on Thursday at 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. And don't forget that. And pretty much you're just going to be needing to use your knowledge that you have gathered this semester. You don't need no Gemini, DeepSeek, and whatnot. You don't need them. Those are some ghosts. Okay, trust in yourself, and yeah, I guess from time to time you need to refer something. You got to have references, but not to kata pajak otak lah. Give everything, trust everything to AI and whatnot. Okay, thank you very much, folks. You guys have a great weekend, great preparation for the exam, and I think inshallah everybody will pass with flying colors. With that, assalamualaikum. Have a good one. Bye bye.